Hi everyone, hopefully that you guys are having a beautiful day. Today is going to be a special show with Heart to Heart with Martine. As you guys can see, I am joined with three beautiful ladies. On my left, I have Miss Angela. Hi, Miss Angela.
Hi.
On my right, I have Miss Marva. Hi, Miss Marva.
Hello.
How you doing? Hello. And I have Miss Prime as well. Hello, Miss Prime.
Hello,
how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. So guys, these beautiful ladies are part of a special group in our program. It is called a High Accountability Superfit. These ladies are helping not only themselves, but also other members to really be accountable, to help them to be more inspired and more motivated with their weight loss journey. Also with the Superfit, what we also do is we work on the psychology behind the weight loss, but also the irrationality sometimes that people have with their thought process. So we're going to have different rounds today. As you guys may or may not know, we're going to have 4 rounds where after each round, we're getting a little bit more up close and personal with those beautiful ladies. So you guys ready? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm
ready.
ready.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Perfect.
Ready.
So let's start. Okay, guys, you ready to start one round?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Let's start our round number 1. Miss Angela, what has influenced you to want to start your fitness journey?
Losing my mother, who was my best friend, caused me to be in a place where I was stuck, and I went to the doctor, and I'd gained a lot of weight, and my BMI said I was overweight for the first time in my life, and it forced me to deal with the reality that I had to make a change.
You know, I do hear that a lot sometimes, that the depression and losing someone is oftentimes a reason why people will start their fitness journey. What about you, Miss Marva?
For me, I think as I've gotten older, I was frustrated and disappointed with my health. My blood pressure was high, and it was always angry trying to get dressed to go to an event or go somewhere. It was an ordeal. So at that point, I just said, enough.
Okay. And what about you, Miss Prime?
So kind of similar to Angela when she went to the doctor, you know, I always had in my mind that I needed to get back into the gym, but of course did not put the foot forward to advance to do that. But when I went to the doctor for my routine checkup, and he says, oh, all blood work, everything was perfect, but you know, you're quite a bit overweight from what you were last year. So just a year difference in my weight, considering I was already overweight, but to gain that much in a year made me snap out of it. And immediately after that, I went straight and signed up.
Okay. And that was actually my next question was, what have brought you here into the program?
And what brought me in the program is I worked with someone that had been in the program who looked so phenomenal, looked great. Like I could visibly see that she had made a change and she wasn't in the program anymore, but I went up to her and approached her at work and asked her to help me get in.
Okay. What about you, Marva?
Had a friend of mine that I would go to, and she was shrinking every time I saw her, and I said, okay, I need to know. I want to know what you're doing. And so she was actually coming to the gym, her and her husband, and I asked her, she gave me the information, and I signed up.
Awesome. So glad you did. And what about you, Miss Prime?
I worked with an employee. He and his wife was attending here, and I saw his work. Prior to that, I was doing something, but apparently not going hard enough. So sometimes that does play a big factor in how fast you're going to lose or vice versa, but that's what brought me here.
Okay, awesome. Guys, I'm so happy that you've made that decision. Are you guys ready for part number 2?
Yes.
Round number 2.
Yes.
Round number 2.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's start this. As we're starting round number 2, I'm very excited because we are going to talk about vision boards. We are finishing 2018, about to be 2019. It is important for us, guys, to be able to know what we're going to do next, to be inspired, to be motivated. So these beautiful ladies have created a beautiful vision board that they are going to describe to us. So let's start with you, Miss Angela.
Sure.
What is the name of your vision board?
The name of my vision board is YOLO, You Only Live Once. Shout out Drake.
We're in Canada.
Canada, also. I came into the program at the age of 42, and I will be 45 next year, and I'm living my best life, and I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. And so what I've learned by being a member of this program is that is a lifestyle change, and that I need to make a lifestyle change, and it's for my life.
Awesome. And we can see on your board that you have your before and your after pictures.
Yes.
What are the words that kind of describe your state, physical state, emotional state, when you were at your before?
My before, some of the words are lie, like I was lying to myself, convincing myself that I was okay being at that weight, which no, I was not okay. Die, because at the rate I was going, if I did not take the weight off, I was having health problems, knee problems, shoulder problems, back problems. The word problem will come up because just problem, hiding my clothes. I was getting my clothes altered to hide that I'd gained all this weight. And so a lot of thought was having to go into just waking up every day, just unhappiness, and being captive, like a slave. Like, what am I going to do to be free? Because I just did not feel myself.
Okay. And when you look at your after, what are the words that you've chosen?
Heart, that I look good, excuse me, and that I'm free. I'm finally being free just to live my best life, living the dream, like dream big, and I'm living my dreams. Breath of fresh air. But the main thing I will say I think about is free. The word free. Just free and everything that word encompasses.
So if you have to think of your board in general, so before the after, what is the thing that is the most striking to you?
What's most striking to me is results. I'm looking at the word results, and I think about this program is when I first got here, I did not think in 4 months that I would have the results that I have now been benefiting from for 2 years.
Awesome. And tell our audience, how much weight have you lost, by the way?
I've lost 46 pounds.
Ooh, good job. That's very good. Awesome. So, Miss Marva, as we are looking at your board, let us know about the before. What are the words that you have chosen, and same thing with the after as well.
Okay, so before pictures, words that come to my mind or that are on my board that reflect my feelings were frustration, disappointment, fake, always with a smile, but at the same time inside not feeling that smile. So it was disappointment. It was a struggle. Having to know that get up every morning and try to figure out what I'm going to wear because I've got a range of clothes from one size to all the way at the other spectrum. It was frustrating. So I'd have a pile of clothes trying to figure out what would fit. So by then it sets my day, my whole course, because I'm on a note of feeling it was a struggle just to get going. So for me, that's how I felt before. After, satisfaction, proud, disbelief, to think, okay, I let myself get to this point, but to know that I was actually to attain. I mean, just thinking about the first time I started and struggled with push-ups or struggled with squats, and you ask me, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know.
I did not know what you were doing.
I'm trying to do a squat, but I'm sure it doesn't look like a squat. But I felt proud, and I felt satisfaction of work being done, but still work in progress. So for me, it was more contentment with I'm owning what I know I need to do, but more so not just that I lost the weight, but that I'm learning and understanding why I gained it and what I need to do, and understanding my body style and my body type. So it wasn't just get it off and lose it and be done. It's understand and learn from it.
Okay.
So.
And how much have you lost?
72 pounds.
Ooh, 72 pounds. That's very good. What about you, Prime? Tell us about your board.
Okay, my board, of course, we've already discussed the title, Motivation and Inspiration. The before picture was very displeased, unhappy with myself. Just the knowing that, again, as Marva spoke, trying to find the right thing to wear. It's always difficult because you're constantly shopping because you're getting bigger. You think that you're doing okay, but no, in actuality you're not. So being depressed and just not having the energy to really want to get up and get dressed or literally do anything at that point. And that's how I felt with my before. And so with my after, of course, as Angela, I met my goal in 4 months of being here and have just maintained ever since. And I just feel like I'm on fire. You know, very joyous, very happy, inspiring most those that are, you know, will reciprocate it. And even if they don't, I'm still me and still pushing forward and looking to help people along the way, but very satisfied and very complete.
Awesome, awesome. Let's go in and start round number 3. Ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
As we are starting round number 3, ladies, I would like you to share with me, but also with our audience, what was the experience of creating a vision board? Go ahead, Miss Angela.
Mine was really interesting where I reflected on where I was in my first picture, pissed off, to where I am now, like very happy. And I equated to the Diana Ross song, like I'm coming out. Thanks to this program, I went from being like locked in a shell, sad and depressed, to being very happy, blessed, helping other people, and just living my best life.
I like that. And what would you say to someone who may have felt like you, like depressed and not and in a shell, in a cage, and feeling that they're not, or they may not be able to move forward with their transformation?
I'll tell them you are not alone, and the first big step is either sending that email or that text message, and just reach out and do it, and it'll be a life-changing moment for you.
Okay, thank you so much. What about you, Miss Mara?
Well, when I make my vision board, not only looking at the pictures visually, it made me reflect back on my thoughts of when I took the pictures. So like Angela said, I looked at a lot of my beginning pictures, and physically you can see my hands, in a fist. The stoic expression on my face, which was hurry up and take the picture, because I felt disgusted. So I remember feeling that and thinking, I don't want to feel like that anymore. But you can see as the progression and as the journey went along, my pictures, I smiled more. We were a little bit more sassy. We had more fun with taking the pictures, because it was not only that you were on this journey that you owned, but we had a support group around you. You had others that were working towards that common goal. So for me, it was just creating that balance and understanding, why am I doing this and what am I aiming for? And people keeping you accountable for that. So
Okay.
striving for accountability.
And would you say to someone who, for example, is starting his fitness journey, to take pictures? Like, do you feel like it really helped you out to take pictures, like weekly pictures?
Mm-hmm. The pictures were critical. Not only weighing myself all the time, but the pictures allowed you to look at the beginning, look at, a couple of months in, 6 months in, you'll see it. Some progress may not be as drastic, but you see progress. And as you see progress, you know that you're working for something for you, and you see that your hard work is paying off. So it keeps you more focused, it keeps you more dedicated. And to see the end result and compared to the very beginning, it's priceless. It's priceless.
What about you, Miss Pryor?
So when I look and think about my board and the process of putting it together, I am not one that shed tears. I'm hard as a rock. You can throw stones and the stones might crumble. But in the process of putting this board together and watching that first picture, it was definitely devastating, because when you look at yourself based on what you were prior to that, it becomes very emotional, and it can kind of do something to you mentally. So even thinking back to that point, as you can see, I'm might be getting a little emotional right now, but I won't do it. But progression was perfect. Watching my end result, man, I tell you, life changer. It's amazing. And in the middle of all of this, I have to thank this beautiful sister here, because it took Marva actually showing me my change, because I could not actually see my progression along the way. And I think I had a conversation with you, Martine, in the beginning about the standstill I had for a moment. But as you corrected me on some things that I did miss, it helped me balance myself and get where I was going. And then after, getting with Marva and she's pointing out all these things, I'm a picture queen now.
Yes,
Oh, yes,
you
she
are.
is.
Yes, you are.
Yes, she is.
But you said something pretty interesting, because you mentioned sometimes when you look back and you look at that before, it can change something within you.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
It can, your heart can be filled with so much disbelief that you've allowed yourself to be taken like that. It's very hard. Being an athlete and doing a lot of things that I've done, and being in the military, and rappelling out of helicopters, just all the things that I've done in my life thus far. At 44, I've done so much in my life. But when I look back on that picture, I failed myself, you know, and it's something you don't want to do. You don't want to fail anybody, let alone yourself. And looking at that picture, I felt like I failed myself. I did not give myself a chance. When I finished doing everything that I was doing, I became lazy, lackadaisical. I thought life was not actually over, but over for all the activities that I was doing. So I sat back and I ate and I moved around, but not in the right ways. So when that happens, you gain and you don't know it. And you get on the scale and you say, man, where did that come from? You know, and then you think that you're doing something different the next time you get on the scale and you're looking for a change, and it's still no change. It's actually worse. And so it just goes up and up, and so that's what it does to you. It just kind of does more than take your breath away when you see it.
What would you guys will say to someone who may feel, you know, I'm attempting to change and they fail? Failure after failure after failure. How can they get back up? What would you guys say to someone like that?
Well, me personally, my biggest thing is sometimes you just have to go hardcore because you're already beating yourself up when you're attempting to fail or you're failing. So you have to go hardcore in that instance, and you have to plant your feet and say, hey, this is my solid ground, this is cement, I'm going to plant my feet and I'm going to get it moving at all costs.
Okay, what do you think, Melba?
I think sometimes people keep trying and they keep falling off for whatever reason. It could be a number of different things, but they have to determine what is it that they want to accomplish. But at the same time, they have to figure out what's the root cause and what's causing them to keep falling off. Because if you don't recognize that and understand it, yeah, you're gonna keep failing.
Okay.
So you got to self-reflect and understand the why in order to proceed.
Okay, be able to move forward. What about you, Angela?
I think you just have to evaluate what do you need to change. So, for example, I used to run a lot or walk with my dogs, and at one time that was enough to keep the weight off. But then eventually, running was not doing anything, and so I had to evaluate what do I need to do that's different. So evaluate what goal do I have, and then what am I doing, and what changes do I need to make and be willing to make the change.
Okay, awesome, ladies. Are you ready for round number 4?
Let's
do it. You guys, as we are starting round number 4, if you can choose or select one word that is describing your entire journey so far, one word, what would it be?
Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
Determined.
Okay, determined.
Fearless.
Fearless. I like that. Why enthusiastic?
Just because I know for me, when I was a newer member in the program, I like being motivated. I like being around people that were positive. And then now that I'm on the other side, I want to motivate others and let them know that it's not hopeless, that you can do it, and that I'm the one here to let you know you might be having a bad day, but get on up, and I'm going to say, let's go, let's go, let's go, LETSGO, and they're going to be all right.
Alive. Yes. Miss Mava, why determined?
I say determined because it's a mindset, a mind change. Some people get it right out the gate. Some take a little work at it. Some may fall, but it's not the fall that you focus on, it's to get back up. So it takes determination to keep the focus and keep trying until you get it right.
I like that. And Miss Prime, why fearless?
I feel fearless is very powerful because it puts you in a place that holds you accountable 100%. It takes away the emotions of you feel defeat, you can't move forward, or I don't know if I can do this extra push-up, or if I can do one at all. If you think fearless, you'll be unstoppable.
That is true. Well, ladies. You see, it was fun. It was awesome. I want to say thank you so much, my Superfit ladies. Thank you, Miss Angela. Thank you, Miss Marva. Thank you, Miss Prime.
Absolutely.
And guys.
Yes.
And guys, they're looking good. They're looking good. There's no denying. But guys, thank you so much for following us. Again, you can contact us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/ San Antonio Fit Body Transformations. Also, Facebook.com/San Antonio Fit Body Transformation. On Instagram, Instagram.com/Martine Nate Dilworth. And also on YouTube. I'm so excited to have my YouTube channel.
Yes.
But also on YouTube. And you will type Heart to Heart with Martine.
Yes.
So guys, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to talking to you soon. And guys, Superfit ladies, again, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
We
having
out.
us.
Deuce.
Get the party started.
Yeah.
Ladies, I would like you to tell me, but also our audience, what has been the best part so far of being a Superfit member? Go ahead, Miss Prime.
Oh, energetic. I love it. The best part for me, and in my own opinion, and I don't know about these other ladies, of course, they're going to share theirs in a moment, but just having that extra accountability along the way, even when I feel like I'm perfect, which, of course, I'm almost perfect. But I still have my moments. And just being able to contact one of these ladies, and it's really a family, and we kind of hold each other up along the way, and having that support in the discussions that we have and the battles that we have are really great, and it helps you throughout your entire process when you're trying to get to your goals and continue to maintain as well.
Okay, what about you, Miss Marva?
I'd also have to say the higher level of accountability, but I'd also have to say the opportunity to work with others in the gym, being an inspiration, but also learning from them and building additional relationships and helping others that may be having some troubles trying to understand or get back on track or whatever it may be. It allows us to also work with them and help others as well.
Okay, and Miss Angela?
I think just as an original Superfit member, the opportunity to spend more time with you and get to know people in the gym, and then get to read some of the materials we have helped me grow as a person. And in terms by me growing, I can help others grow. And it just helped me be accountable and not fixate on my weight in a bad way. So this is the first time in my life where I'm not starving myself to stay thin, and where I'm actually eating and I don't have to be consumed in a bad way about like my appearance. I'm consumed in a good way about like my workouts, not what am I weighing and fearing the scale and oh my gosh. And it really feels awesome.
Awesome. But guys, thank you so much for sharing not only with me but with our beautiful audience.
You're welcome.
Again, guys, I'm looking forward to talking to you soon. But with that being said, we out. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, ladies. Let's group hug. Yay!
At fault in some
Stop,
ways,
stop.
but,
The noise, right?
Yes. I'm just gonna step this last one. I'm just gonna step out of the room for real, cause I keep.
Baby shark.
That was my fault, guys. For real, that was my.
Mama shark.
And.